Hey guys, welcome back to Carolina Panthers franchise. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's easier to subscribe than it is to look up my channel and try to find my content. Again, since I am a smaller channel, it won't pop up right away. We did end up missing the playoffs after losing to the Saints and after getting butt fucked in the fourth quarter and losing another overtime to the Saints. So that's always wonderful to see. Second overtime loss to the Saints. Actually, no, I think they won in regular time. I think it was just really at the end. So let's look at the quarterbacks. Cole McDonald had a very good season for what he was a part of. He started, I think, 2 games it was, and came in on a third. McCaffrey had a great season. Only playing 13 games, so he played a little bit more than I thought he did. Only playing 13 games, he had 1,300 yards, so he's averaging over 100 yards a game. 12 touchdowns on 220 attempts, 6.0 yards per carry. Definitely led the league. Jonathan Taylor was an excellent backup. Paris Campbell and O.J. Howard led the team in yards, touchdowns as well. McCaffrey had 7 as well. Just keep that in mind. DJ Moore, good season. Preston Williams, good season. The major thing that you won't see compared to a lot of the other wide receivers in the league compared to Sim wide receivers is catches. I did dump the ball off 84 times to McCaffrey, but the fact of the matter is we did not get the ball spread out. Well, we did not get the ball to targets as much as possible. On defense, we did not play well. I'm going to put that out there. The tackles do not show the full story. The sacks do not show the full story. None of this shows the actual full story, which was offenses were allowed to drive on us basically nonstop. Sacks, 14 for Burns, 13 for Gross Matos, 9 for Baker, 5 for Okereke, 5 for Brown, 4.5 for BJ Hill, and 3 for Kwan Short. So, I think I accidentally got stuck on this for a little bit. I think I dropped my controller or disconnected and I had to find a cord. I'm not 100% sure. Derek Brown had an okay season. He missed some time. Kwan Short missed some time. He kept getting injured a couple games. But BJ Hill really stepped up, and I really enjoyed his presence, and that's going to help me with getting rid of Kwan Short. I just don't think paying him $18 million for being a run stopper is worth it. Dante Jackson had 9 picks in the season, so he played very, very well. Bobby Okereke with 4. CGJ with 3, as well as Sidney Jones with 3. Jerome Baker, Damon Arnett with 2 each, and Zach Bond with 1 as well. Carlton Davis also had 1. Sidney Jones, very good slot corner. I think he's going to be the future for us in that slot, especially with that star development. It should come in handy very, very well. Forced fumbles, we had 2 for Okereke, 2 for, I can't see the names anymore, so 2 for Jerome Baker, 1 for Sidney Jones, 1 for Abram, 1 for Burns, 1 for Quarterman, 1 for Yatir Gross. Matos, recoveries, Quan Short actually had 3 of them, so he was always right there next to whoever was getting the ball taken away from him. Damon Arnett, CGJ, and I think Jerome Baker each had a recovery as well. 1 blocked kick from Carlton Davis, almost had a second one against the Packers from somebody else, I think Damon Arnett. Damon Arnett had a touchdown as well. He had 2 touchdowns, so both his picks got returned for touchdowns. Sidney Jones had 2, Jerome Baker had 2, Dante Jackson had 4, Zach Bond, and somebody else had 1. So, plenty of defensive touchdowns. It's going to be the same thing as Cardinals franchise. It's going to be our offense doesn't have to score as much. It's our run game has to be efficient. Our tight end needs to be involved. Our slot speedy receiver needs to get a touchdown, and our defense needs to at least have more turnovers than the other team. So, pretty good season from us in total. I don't think it was anything special though. Good start though. Always good to see our team perform, and it's me performing as well. So I gotta play better. My players have to play better. So not gonna be in Coach of the Year. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey at number 2. Wish he would have won. Granted, it wouldn't have done much for him since he is a 99 at 2 of the abilities. I think it's receiving back and elusive back. He also has Superstar X Factor, so it wouldn't have done much for him, but it would have still been cool to see Defensive Player of the Year, Jerome Baker, in at 7 because of his picks plus tackles plus sacks. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jonathan Taylor at 4, only playing 8 games. Cole McDonald at 8, only playing 3 games. Yashir Gross-Matos at number 3 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Damon Arnett at 10, even though Damon Arnett did not play in like 5 games because I just didn't start him anymore. Overall, offense, like I said, very, very good. Defense was not great. I think in the points department, we were pretty good. The only challenge with that is that we were allowing lots and lots of yards. We got to slow them down. We were actually one of the top rushing teams. We were probably one of the top passing teams as well. So, like I said, offense was good. Just got to work on the defense. Defense needs to slow people down, and defense needs to continue to make those turnovers, and I think we'll be okay. We do have some issues, and we do have some changes coming, as you guys will see here soon. Yeah, see, we just weren't a good defensive team, and it shows. It shows on paper. It showed in the gameplay, and it will continue to show until we make those improvements that we need to. You know, nothing more you can really say. I wish there was. There's not a whole ton I can sit here and say and be like, well, this needs to change, this needs to change. But let's get into the rest of the offseason. Let's get into the actual offseason. So, Pro Bowl, I was going to get some gameplay for this, but I didn't feel like it. Taysom Hill makes it. Paris Campbell makes it. Christian McCaffrey makes it. O.J. Howard makes it. Quentin Nelson makes it. I don't know why I stopped there. Taylor Moton makes it. Who else? Come on, just keep scrolling. Jesus fucking Christ, I need to get better at this shit. I'm pretty sure Jerome Baker makes it as well. Yeah, Jerome Baker makes it. I'm really surprised Dante Jackson didn't make it. At least as 4th corner. Like, come on now. He had 9 picks. Like, I understand maybe he gave up a couple big plays, but, like, come on. 9 picks? Like, no offense. Like, granted, yes, my thing with picks is always, okay, but how many, doesn't that show that they were getting tested? Like, that means a quarterback had to think, oh, I can beat this guy. We're sending Teddy Bridgewater and Mike Edwards to the Saints for Deontay Harris, a 1st and a 2nd of 2022. Teddy Bridgewater's time is done. Mike Edwards, name and play. Deontay Harris is superstar, and we're going to try to cheese him a little bit, upgrade him really fast, and get him to that slot role. Jonathan Abram for Travis Gibson and a 1st-round pick. We're sending a 3rd of this year as well. Emmanuel Hall, Aquano St. Brown, and a 7 for a 1st-round pick from the Dolphins, number 9 overall. What you will see here is we are trying to trade up and get picks so we can get a different player, and you'll see here soon. Carlton Davis, somebody else, and some picks for a trade up. Ian Thomas, a 2nd and a 6th of this year for a 1st of this year, number 7 overall. Now you will see the player. So it's going to be Jakeem Grant, Matt Paradis, and number 7 overall for Isaiah Simmons. Since he's not in his rookie year, it's a little bit easier to trade for him, and he will fill in that role. Now you may be saying, you already have a strong safety. You have CGJ. CGJ can play so many spots. Rasheem Green and a 1st in pick number 17 for pick number 7 back from the Cardinals. So Cardinals get an extra pick. They also get Rasheem Green, number 7, and Deontay Davis, or Day Davis, I don't know, for number 5 and a 5th-round pick of next year. And then the 5th pick, Lorenzo Carter and Kawan Short for Jamal Adams from the Seattle Seahawks. Now you may be saying that's 3 safeties. What are you going to do? CGJ will move down to corner, or Isaiah Simmons will move to a linebacker spot and probably take over for Okereke or Baker. I have not decided yet, and you will see why. These are some of the players we're going after. Of course, there are a lot of players that are getting the $550K contract treatment. Corners, wide receivers, O-linemen, D-linemen, all types of people will be getting these contracts sent their way so that we can try to get as many people in here as possible. Now, remember, there are always other teams that can bid throughout the free agency process, since it is 4 weeks, as well as the fact that I can go back in and bid on different people, as well as the fact that I can go in and decline people because of the fact that I already got somebody in their position that I just no longer need. I try not to trade any of these guys that I do get extra. If I get a couple extra guys on offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, corner, wherever, I do not try to trade them. But hey, if it helps a package deal to go through, if it helps getting another team what they need, I will gladly trade them. But I'm not like going out and looking for it. If I trade for somebody on the trade block, I don't feel as bad because that basically means that team was willing to give up on that player and they wanted this player in return, so it doesn't feel as bad. Some running backs, some other stuff that are in there that I would like to get. But we end up getting Phillip Lindsay, Demario Davis, Travarius Ward, Marcel Darius, John Ross, Cravon LeBlanc, and some others. Once we will start scrolling, I can show you guys the extra people, especially since Quan Short is gone. I want a Marcel Darius for as a backup to B.J. Hill because I don't know what I'm going to do with B.J. Hill. Tim Williams, Hassan Ridgeway, Mitchell Trubisky, Elijah Wilkinson, Deion Kane, John Halapio, Bobby Hart, Cam Irving, and others sign with us. A lot of these guys are actually gone off the team. I either cut them or I just did not need them anymore. I wish some of these guys would have signed like Hollister, like Rookie Seals Jones, like Solomon Thomas, like Darren Lee. Some of these guys that would have been nice to have on the team as backups. But hey, we did have a number 1 overall pick. I decided to trade for it. I don't remember if I showed that trade or not. If I didn't, whatever. Or if I already had the pick. I don't know if I already had the pick. We trade down, and then we trade down once again with the Raiders down to number 4. There was just nobody I really wanted right then and there, but you will see who I do decide to take. We do end up trading some more picks. Number 4, a second rounder next year, and a 5th rounder next year for number 6 and number 20, and a first round pick of next year. So basically, that 2nd and 5 are being used to trade up, and then for next year's draft, and then that 4 to 6. Ryan Samuel looks like a good QB. I was trying to drop back as far as I could before having to take him. I didn't want to take him too early and then make me look like a dumbass. It makes me look like a dumbass when it says you reached, but no offense, when you have a chance at a franchise quarterback, you have to take him. If you don't, you're going to miss out. It's just kind of like some of the Jets fans. I forget which franchise it is. It's like they were complaining like, no, we shouldn't take a QB because if we take a QB, then we have to pay him in 4 years and we have to build a team around him in 4 years to win a Super Bowl if we really want a chance. And everybody's just like, well, if you have a chance at Trevor Lawrence, you don't miss out on that chance. You fucking take that chance. And if anything, you draft him and then you say, hey, who wants him to the highest bidder? Roman Morris, we are going to take a offensive guard as well. I think he ends up moving to center for us. He's a 73 overall. It says that we reached. I don't really care. So we end up taking 2 offensive linemen and Ryan Samuel. The rest of the guys I did not feel like trading back into the draft, or I just did not, feel like getting in general. Oh, that was black. There was a black dot moving on my TV, and I thought it was a bug. I was like, that's fucking disgusting. There were some ends that I wanted. There were some safeties that I wanted, but some of the guys were just too high that I just didn't think were worth it. There were some good, and there was a couple people that even got taken before me. Like, I think it was Webster that got taken before I could take him again. No, Norwood. Norwood was a corner I wanted, and did not get him because he was taking a pick before my 2nd pick. So that sucks. A running back that was really good, which is probably a one-sided running back. It's probably like an elusive back that has no other skills, which is really weird. This is what Ryan Samuel will look like. We'll wear number 3. He's out of UCLA. He is a right-hander. He's probably not going to be starting. So keep that in mind. I don't think I'm going to start him right away. I think I'm going to start either Cole McDonald or Mitchell Trubisky and let it go from there. This is Travis Middleton, right guard, number 73. He will probably fill in for Dennis Daly. With that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff, turn on post notifications. Remember, it's easier to subscribe than it is to look at my channel. The video comes to you if you do subscribe and turn on post notifications. That's what Roman Morris will look like. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.